are very cynical, you know. They've got so much bad news out there. And what's more, they've been raised in such a way and schooled in such a way where they believe that on some level, most people believe they're broken. They believe something's wrong with them. So getting back to the Erickson principles, the most fundamental Erickson principle is this: people are okay. People are okay. Your brain works perfectly. It genuinely can learn at any age part. Underline it in your notes, okay? Because a lot of people don't realize that you can start like a child, age 70, if you want to, in any direction you want. The brain works perfectly. It doesn't matter all the things that have happened. You've never destroyed your brain. Even if you've seemed to damage your values or your hopes in lots of ways, you can rebuild all of that. And in about 3 weeks, relink in the most useful ways you need to. So coaching works. Yes,
what
Julia.
About people that have acquired brain injuries?
Milton is a great example. When he was 15, he had polio. When he woke up, all he could move was his eyeballs. Now, that's pretty severe polio. Paralysis through the whole system. And it was his discoveries that created his career, actually. Because as a 15-year-old, all they did with a kid in an iron lung back in the, gosh, what was it, the 30s or something? They just put him in the kitchen with his mother. He happened to be in a big family. She had 3 children under the age of 3, including a newborn. And he lay there, but he could see the newborn, and he'd watch her lift her head and lower it. And he began to wish deeply that he could lift his head and lower it, and he would see his head going up and down in his mind's eye. He began to see himself doing everything she was doing. He built, what the doctors say is he built all the neural connections again, the way a newborn that has brain injuries might do. You know that babies under the age of 6 months, even with severe brain injuries, in fact, the whole brain is gone, they can build in the nervous system, which is all brain, by the way, the reconnectors of the brain. So he rebuilt his brain. He was walking in 2 years by doing, in his mind's eye, everything he saw his baby sister do. So he just practiced seeing it. He got, first of all, a tiny bit of movement when he started to practice, and that encouraged him. From that point on, that's what he did, 8 hours a day. Now, he was walking in 2 years. He actually was able to go to school, went to medical school. He used 2 canes all his life. But he rebuilt all the damaged area of the brain. At the time, of course, they didn't know how he did it. They thought it was some crazy shift that nobody could explain. But now they're showing people how to do that. Now, more than that, any habit system that you think has got you by the throat, it hasn't. This is where coaching is so powerful. You can change habits that you don't like. Sometimes information is needed because chemical systems in the body are involved. But it doesn't matter what your habits have been before, you can change them. Yeah?